I think we're just going to get started, hey?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, great stuff, great stuff. So we'll start again. We're going to be talking about property development, guys. Obviously, property, as I said before, if you got our last video, very hot topic, but even more so property development. And we thought it would be great to start with some very basic questions on how to get into property development. But before we do that, I really want to pass you over to Hugo, who obviously drives that division. And really, I guess, if such a better word, so you guys can see the credibility and understand what we are already doing. And sort of understand how we come and what makes us, or validates us to share these questions and answer them for your viewing. Hugo, over to you.
Cool, thanks, Sandra. Yeah, thanks, guys, for joining us today, or either live or when you see this later. I thought it would be cool to just take you a little through my journey in property, very, very briefly, so I can help you answer some of the questions that you might have. So my journey in property started probably about 14, 15 years ago with the other two boys on here with me. And we started initially with small properties, property development, not property development, property investment. And then slowly moved into other industries within the property world, construction, maintenance. And only really in the last couple of years have we really focused on developments. Initially sort of refurbishing small units in southwest London, and in the last couple of years we've really taken a turn, hopefully for the better, and started developing some larger stuff. In fact, I did a little presentation to show you some of the stuff that we're doing, and did a count up of the amount of plots that we've got at the moment. It surprised me, so that's quite cool. So yeah, in 2 years I think we've done really, really well. But it's still fresh, it's still new. I'm still learning as well. But I'm happy to share with you where I've got to, what I've learned, and the sorts of things that we're doing, and hopefully to help you on your development journey too. So just wanted to start by giving you a flavour of what we're doing, and then we'll move on to some questions that I think Sandra and Ricardo have got prepared for me. So I wanted to show you the developments that we're on. Bear with me. Just going to give. Here we go. So this is something that we've been developing. This one in Sutton is something that we've been developing for the last sort of 6 or 7 months. A rooftop development, really close to the city centre, town centre, should I say? And it's been done modular. So most of our stuff is done with modern methods of construction, and it was kind of one of my added values when I started to go into property development. I thought we needed to do things differently. So through the use of technology and modern methods of construction, we've been able to really do something special, I think. And I think it's going to become even more special as the developments get bigger as well, and we have more investors and equity partners involved. But this is our smallest development, and it was one of our first ones. So that's on the market now. We've got 2 of the 4 reserved. This is some of the CGIs for it. I'll just go back one so you can see. In fact, we've been able to keep it very, very close to the CGI, so you get the sort of quality we build to. This would be sort of our mid to low range, but still we do aim to have good quality finishes on all of them. We've got another one happening in Lordship Lane in Dulwich in London. So again, we took a very, very small site that most people would look at and probably not think you'd get any plots on there. And we've managed through by hook and by crook with Southwark Council, we've managed to get that through planning, and that will start. This is another one really, really interesting on Wyke Road in Rains Park. Super eco development, passive house standard, right next to the railway. Building 6-7 new apartments and a very large house. It'll all be super eco in the sense that the intent is for the houses to be able to be self-sufficient, so not need the electric board, have battery charging points in all of the houses, and also all the car parking spots are electric. So it's aiming at being this sort of new way we might look at property. This is going to be not our biggest development, but definitely one of our most interesting ones. And then on the next one, did I skip it? Yeah. On the next one, we've got something in West Drayton. I'm saying 7 to 9 apartments because we're going through appeal at the moment on the 9 apartments. But if that doesn't go through, then we'll probably get 7. And again, this is a combination. Everything that I'm showing you is modular. So we always build off site where we can. either panelized systems or full volumetric. We minimize, precast concretes and stuff like that. We try to minimize the work on site to keep Ricardo happy. And yeah, so this is another really interesting one just off the high street in an area that's really changing with the eventual arrival of Crossrail. And then I didn't put too many photos up of the other ones because either we don't have them because they're in planning, or didn't want to bore you with too many projects. But that's the sort of list that we've got going on at the moment. You'll notice that most things are sort of below 10 apartments, but actually some of our newer stuff that we're doing now is going to be 20 apartments plus. So we've got something in Beckenham, and we've got 45 apartments. I've put in there Southeast London because we're in the middle of negotiations. So I hope you can understand that I can't share exactly where that is yet. But that puts our pipeline at 119 units, which is crazy, actually, thinking that 3 years ago we did our first one development. So that's amazing. Yeah, it's a real prop to the team, myself and the guys for doing doing that. That's really good. So yeah, hopefully 119 turns to 200, turns to 300. The idea is to keep growing, but to keep also doing it in modern methods of construction, to keep embedding technology into the home so people can live better and live with the help of technology. And we can probably talk about that on another session where I share some of the technological stuff that we're doing. But that's my introduction. Hopefully,
fantastic.
Gives you a flavour of what I'm doing.
Thank you, Hugo. Thank you. Very exciting stuff. I think you and I think Ricardo, we had no idea how many units there were. For some reason, I was around the